Have you ever thought about the symbolism of a mask? A mask is used to conceal, to hide, to cover. A mask conceals your identity, your personhood. It hides your expression. It covers your mouth. It's like a muzzle that we voluntarily put on, silencing your voice, demonstrating uniformity of thought and compliance to the rules. Alicia Kitts was an asthmatic woman who was tased and arrested for refusing to wear the government-mandated muzzle, a mask that restricted her breath, literally depriving her lungs of oxygen and depriving her of individual rights to free expression. The effectiveness of masks has been a hotly debated issue. Doctors and scientists don't all agree on the benefits, and we've received conflicting messages from the top experts, like Dr. Fauci.
Right now, people should not be walking. There's no reason to be walking around with a mask. When you're in the middle of an outbreak, wearing a mask might make people feel a little bit better, and it might even block a droplet, but it's not providing the perfect protection that people think that it is. And often, there are unintended consequences. People keep fiddling with the mask and they keep touching their face.
Alicia Kitts refused to wear a mask, but she did have a mask. In her back pocket, ironically, was a mask with the image of the American flag. Now let's juxtapose the symbol of the mask with the symbol of the flag of the United States of America. Our flag is the ultimate symbol of freedom of the individual. The United States of America is the first and only nation ever to put the rights of the individual first and foremost. Under our Constitution, we the people believe that all people are endowed by our Creator with unalienable rights. We revere our flag because these rights did not come from the government, but from the sacrifices of freedom-loving people before us. And these rights must continue to be fought for and protected by us. Because when we take freedom for granted, we lose it. This video of Alicia Kitts being tased and arrested should shock you. Not only because one woman's rights to freedom of expression were violated, but because we are surrendering our freedoms without a fight, and often without even a thought. Alicia Kitts is one of the people who decided to take a stand. As she was being dragged away in handcuffs, she called out to the people in her community, who watched there in silence. She asked them, what happened to sticking together? But apparently, no one stuck with her. It's very hard to stick together when the government rules are designed to keep us apart. The states mandate that we must stay at least 6 feet apart and wear a mask. States have forbidden our rights to free assembly, to pray to God in church. States have restricted the celebration of important moments like weddings or birthdays and graduations. Some governors even ordered stay-at-home orders for all non-essential citizens. Small businesses owned by we the people are mandated to remain closed, while big corporate-owned stores remained opened. The lockdown rules have caused so many American small businesses to fail. The life's work and dreams of hardworking people have been washed away in a matter of months. And the few small business owners that resisted and defied the government rules are punished with heavy fines and even jail. To make matters worse, we often see that the rules and restrictions that apply to the people often don't apply to the senators, governors, and mayors who make the rules.
But a photo that surfaced on social media showing the mayor after getting a trim has some asking, what about me? The mayor was asked at least twice about the haircut this afternoon.
I'm out in the public eye, and you know, I'm a person who I take my personal hygiene very seriously. As I said, I felt like I needed to have a haircut. I'm not able to do that myself, and so I got a haircut.
Pelosi claims she was set up, in her words, by a hair salon in San Francisco. It's a response to this video of Pelosi getting her hair done on Monday with no mask on. The city's pandemic orders do not allow hair salons to open indoors.
I don't care what your political opinion is at one point. I don't care what your religious opinion is. Mask wearing is a law. I'm religiously opposed to masks. I'm ideologically opposed to masks. I'm opposed to masks because they're a bad fashion statement. I don't care. It's a law.
But how many people's lives have we seen ruined by all the rules that we are told to follow for the greater good? The isolation of the lockdown has drastically increased depression and anxiety, alcohol and drug abuse. Divorce rates are way up, and suicide and murder are both significantly on the rise. And still we comply. And the more we comply, the stronger the power of the state grows. Could you imagine a year ago that state governments in this nation could forcibly quarantine perfectly healthy people and force small businesses to close? You might ask, how did this happen? What happened is the government preyed on our fears. The greatest weapon in the hands of the state is the state of emergency. In a state of emergency, people are much more willing to be controlled. The problem is, once we surrender any of our liberties, it's impossible to get them back without a fight.